My granddaughter is visiting, and she's going to help do some of the chores around the house. The first one is I have a bunch of leaves on my shed roof. So I have this works blower with an attachment that allows us to extend the end of the blower. I'm getting my extension ladder. I don't have my shorter ladder, so we have to use this, and then put that up on the shed and try to shorten the pole a little bit and explain to my granddaughter, how to do this. Here we're shortening the pole for the leaf blower attachment. This is my other granddaughter. She's helping me add corn to the deer feeder. I have a electric sprayer that I pull behind a tractor. We have planted some trees back in the woods that we're trying to water. So I take the sprayer end off and pull the wagon back to the trees and let her water them. Here I'm trying to start a fire in our fire pit. A method I like to use is I take some paper shop towels, roll them up real tight, and then I have some diesel fuel or kerosene in a bottle. So I'll soak the paper towel with the diesel fuel, and then it seems to light much easier. Most of the time, what I try to burn in the fire pit are the crooked sticks or the larger sticks that are too big to run through the chipper.
Another trick I do is I use this to shave down the roots. Obviously, you don't want to get your saw in the dirt, but if you're really careful, sometimes it can work.
Now that I got the fire going good, I can go work on something else.
Most of these are too crooked to go through the chipper, so I end up burning them.
It is May now, and it's time to drain the water off the pool cover. Here I have a garden hose attached to a pump, and I'm pumping the water off the cover and back to my compost pile. Loosening up some of the slime on the top of the pool cover so it'll dissolve with the water and be pumped back to the compost pit. I realized that the garden hose was not going to drain the water fast enough, so I got my 1.5-inch hose and hooked that up, and I'm siphoning that out into the yard. This runs from the yard to a small ditch that I had cut. This ditch runs to a T-connection in my 4-inch black plastic pipe, which then goes normally to the pond. The The pipe has been moved to bypass the pond while I'm working on it. This ditch will come from the spillway once it's finished and then go back into the woods. I'm using a brush here to loosen up the grime on the top of the cover. Once I finished getting all the water off the winter cover, I took it off and took it around back to clean it and then put the solar cover back on for the year. This is the next day where I'm now cleaning and patching the tears in the winter cover. Here I'm taking the solar cover off so I can start cleaning the bottom. I tried using a 1.5 inch pool hose, but it takes too much water out, so I switch over to the garden hose and siphon it out. It takes a lot longer, but I don't lose as much water in the pool doing it this way. The disadvantage to using the garden hose is it plugs up a lot. So I take the hose from my faucet and I hook that up to it and flush out the garden hose and then put it back in again and start siphoning. My daughter lent me her electric mower to try out. I'm trying to save the glass clippings for my mulch pile. Here I'm checking to see if the bag is full yet, since it's the first time of me using this particular mower. I'm taking the grass clippings back to my mulch pile. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions, please feel free to make them. Until next time.